Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of What Is It Wednesday. Today, I am at the AAA office in West Hartford, and in front of me, if you guessed our Trivia Tuesday, I have Bradley Barnes's 1912 Pope Hartford Roadster. Now, this car is one of a kind. It is the only car like this known to exist, and Bradley willed this to AAA after his death in 1973. Now, why did he do that? Well, he did that because he was one of the founding board members of AAA, and he was responsible for a lot of the early formative years of AAA in Connecticut. So in his will, he stated that he wanted this piece of history to be preserved, and he wanted it to be in an organization that he loved so much. Bradley did purchase this car in 1912, and are you ready for this? He purchased it for a whopping $4,180. Can you believe it? And he got all the bells and whistles. In fact, he sprung for about 6 or 7 other extras that typically didn't come in the car, and those extras cost him like a voltmeter and whatnot, or voltometer, I believe. Cost him about $20. So he sprung for everything. Now, Bradley did have this again until his death, and this used to be stored in one of the bays at the Barnes Museum. Now, it has 6 cylinders and it has about 60 horsepower. Just to give you a little bit of an example, the minivan that I just drove up here has just under 300 horsepower. So this car, even though it was state of the art back then, has a little less horsepower than all of us would be used to today. Now I want to talk about AAA and the history of it in general. AAA began in 1902, and it began because automobiles were invented and they were driving on roads, really not roads at all. They were driving on little ways, on pathways on the streets that were meant for horse and carriages. So there were all these pedestrians walking around, there were horses, there were carriages, and there weren't any rules or regulations to merge the advancing technology of our world. So what a few people got together and did was they wanted to come and make safety first. That has been the key founding mission of AAA all along. It has been the safety and the traveling of people on the roads. And we have with us today a very special guest who is going to tell us a little bit how AAA has changed. And this is Amy Parmenter. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much. I'm smiling behind my mask here.
I'm so glad.
We love the Pope Hartford. In particular, I'm always, the beauty of the color of this vehicle is absolutely spectacular. And when I think of the pride that Bradley must have had in this vehicle back at that time, and also I just wonder what he would think if he were alive today with all the advances that we've seen with technology and the movement towards self-driving vehicles and automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, these vehicles that park themselves. So much exciting happening in the automotive world, and I'm sure he would have just been thrilled to kind of see the advancement because he obviously appreciated it so much.
I think so too. He always loved new technology and always loved collecting new technology, whether it be radios, transportation. So I think you're spot on that. And I love the color as well. Now, us being at the museum every day, we get to see photographs of this, and we see photographs of it in black and white, of course. So the very first time I saw this vehicle in person, I saw that it was this beautiful indigo blue color, and I didn't even recognize the car at first. And the paint, everything on this car, even to date, even though it is well over 100 years old, is just pristine.
It's a work of art. It really is. And I can tell you that on many occasions, We have it here in our lobby in West Hartford, and on many occasions I'll come through the lobby and I see our members literally just standing staring at the vehicle because it really is captivating. It's just so beautiful.
Well, Amy, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about where AAA is today. We know why it started, and it's been such an important institution throughout the United States and even the world, really. And you've reached every corner of it because of what you do. So what can members and what can people who aren't members yet who are interested know about AAA?
Yeah, so first of all, we're talking about advancement, right? So this group that started as an advocacy organization for motorists and pedestrian safety, of course, that's really at the core of our mission still. But AAA has now expanded for even other kinds of travel beside road travel. So we have the AAA Travel Agency, we have AAA Insurance, so people can feel good about their homes and their vehicles being insured, and when they're away, know that they're safe. So there's been so much growth with AAA, but at the heart of what we do is still about serving our members. We're known, of course, for our amazing roadside service, which has saved me on more than one occasion. And so we always get lots of questions about the organization, but that's right up there at the top of the list of the things that we are most proud of. I mean, AAA is here to help, and so we've just kind of expanded the area, the umbrella of the number of people that we serve and who we help. So as a matter of fact, speaking of help, right now at this time you mentioned membership, and of course our membership amazingly continues to grow. But right now, with these difficult times that we're going through, AAA actually has a first responders significant discount membership. It's our way of saying thank you to those who have helped us during this difficult time. So if you or a family member are a first responder and you've been thinking about joining AAA, now would definitely be the time. Or even if you want to gift a membership to a first responder that we've had a lot of people doing that. So significant discount. The membership pays for itself in no time. Speaking of discounts, certainly with all the discounts and rewards that the membership brings. So, it's really been, we just really want to take our hats off to those folks who have been helping the community.
We thank you so much for that and for the opportunity to view this history. Again, AAA itself has been so deeply rooted in the automotive and travel industry since the very existence of cars, and the fact that history is preserved on so many levels through this organization is very important. In our own hometown of Southington, we're creating history. Our brand new AAA office in Southington is the very first car repair AAA building. So there are 8 bays there. You can bring your car in for repairs if need be. And always remembering where we came from, where we're going. It was a mission and a passion of Bradley Barnes's when he got his first car, and certainly why he wanted to will this beautiful vehicle to AAA. He wanted it to be preserved. He wanted safety and travel in our state and throughout the world to be a priority. We thank AAA and Amy so much for having us here today. I'm going to walk you around to the front of the car so you can see different angles, and then let you enjoy these beautiful views. Look at this, and we have the little AAA logo right there. This car is beautifully well preserved. The lamps, those lamps and those lights, folks, those were part of those extra $20 Bradley spent. A little side case. Let's get you inside so you can see that dashboards looked quite different than they do today. And I think this would have been my favorite place to sit in the car. Right back here. So folks, thank you so much. And again, thank you to AAA and Amy for having us today. explore history, and remember that the organizations that you may see around us today are deeply rooted in where we have been and where we are going. Happy Wednesday!